Well, before I start with the content of this show, I like to wait for less than 1 minute just because some people are driving, cooking, doing other things. They need a little bit of time before they can tune in. And some other shows, they wait 5, 10, 15 minutes. Some webinars, they wait half an hour, 45 minutes. But in this case, because these episodes are between 5 and 10 minutes, I think that 1 minute should be enough. And if it's not enough, you can just listen to this episode or watch it later. Remember, safety first. And that said, I am going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What is going on? My name is Ben and welcome to another episode of my daily vlog where I strive to inspire you to achieve your goals and therefore your dreams. How are you? Happy Thursday. This is the second episode I am doing today because trying to reach my goal, which is to make 365 episodes during 2019. I was thinking about waiting until the end of the year, but I want to try to get to 365 before the end of the year, and that's why I'm trying to do 2 or 3 episodes every time I can. That said, I am going to reach you part 2 of what I call of this segment, which is called Seminal Moment. Later, as I was watching a scene of Ocean's 11 at my parents' house at 3 in the morning, the voice of my unconscious mind whispered a breeze of inspiration, and my heart made the decision. I needed to be on the other side of that screen. Ever since I was about 5, when I used to pretend I was dead on the school bus, I've always known and felt that I was an actor. I didn't want to be an actor. I knew I was. I'm not sure why, but that scene, that moment, whispered deeply into my heart. It was my seminal moment outlining my future. Something clicked in my head and triggered me to take action. Okay? So that's what a seminal moment is. It's like something that happens to you that sometimes is very clear, sometimes it's not very clear, but there's something clicks inside of you and you are like, oh, okay, all right, so that's what I need to do. And that's what happened to me in that moment. You may have only one seminal moment in your entire life or many during your life. And that was one of them. I had other ones related to other matters, but that was one that watching that scene really, I don't know, because the scene doesn't really say anything. I'll read you the scene in the next episode, but something clicked and I realized that I was actually, I was something I always felt that I was an actor. And it was something that, every time I act, I'm doing some acting. It's magical to me. It just brings me to, it's interesting. Something I like about acting that is challenging and it's never the same. For example, becoming a doctor is not my thing, or a lawyer is not my thing. And it's the thing for many other people, which is perfectly fine. But what is not appealing to me doing a career in school, when I'm about to finish one, by the way, but that's another story. It's like, if you, it's predictable. If you go to school for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years, you will eventually get that degree, whatever you are pursuing. It's going to cost you more or less, but you will get there. So those careers are not appealing to me. But, I'm an artist, and everything that is creative, that's how my mind works. And acting it creates a lot of creativity in acting. I don't know if you know anything about acting, but building the character, being in that situation. So that's a lot. That's what I love to do, So that was my seminal moment. And there's something that spoke to me that it's not a voice that said this is specific thing. It was just more like kind of a feeling of like, something happened. And that's what I call my seminal moment, when I realized I need to be on the other side of the screen, not on this side, where I was watching the movie, one of my favorite movies, by the way. Now I'm going to read you a quote that I have for you. And this is from a collection of personal quotes, 236 of them, which is on the back of Masterplan, Your Success. And the one that I have for you now reads, failure will never feel good. but be unafraid of it, and you will eventually achieve anything you work your ass for. Okay, so let me know what you think. But the quote, if you agree, if disagree, that's all that I got for you right now. I'm going to get back in about 5 to 10 minutes with another episode, and I will talk to you a little bit more about that scene. I'm going to read you that particular moment of that scene that my mind went, like, there was a click on my mind, okay? If you like this video, please give it a like. Your likes really do help my channel, because I do make this show for you. I make it for me, but I do make it for you. So if you like this episode, just give it a like. And if you want to learn more about leading a successful life, filmmaking, photography, audio, and acting, subscribe to my channel. That is the kind of content that I produce. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them as soon as possible, typically the very next day, unless I need to research my answer, in which case it will take me a little longer, but I promise you I will reply to you as soon as I can. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes.